The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Hello guys, please confirm now if you can hear me. Alright, thank you for rejoining the session and let's proceed ahead and let's get started. So before I proceed, let me tell you something about the quick recap. So the current situation is we understood that in some cases the lookup relationship and master data relationship is not going to be useful, but we need something more than that to connect more than two objects for the situations like many-to-many relationship. And now in this case, we are going to see how we can actually work on those things. Plus, we also understood that how actually we can create. In fact, we have seen this. And apart from that, we also saw how to create many-to-many relationship, plus the standard format that we need to follow. That is in the many-to-many relationship, how to give the name, etc. That also we have seen. So in this case, we have seen the benefit of junction object also. And now guys, it's time to proceed for one more small activity. This small activity is related to the the information about this question, like for which many people don't know the answer of this. So the question is, what is primary master and what is secondary master in many-to-many relationship? Okay. Now please note this information. Mostly people don't answer this question in the interview. By giving the answer in the interview, you guys can take the benefit of this kind of knowledge. See, suppose we are having a scenario. Let's take the same scenario for example, which you have seen in the past. So in that scenario, first of all, imagine that we have this faculty object and we have this course object, and from this junction object we need to create two master detailed relationship. Okay, now created suppose I created the first MDR, first master data relationship on this object in the morning 8 o'clock. And then after that, I created the MDR on this object in the morning 8:05. So it means you connected the course object first. So course is your primary master, and then you connect it to faculty. Faculty is your secondary master. Please note this point. So now a question may come in your mind. So Shekhar, it's all depending on the time. Yes, it's all depending on time. Which is first, which is second. Shekhar, is it going to matter? Which is primary, which is secondary? No. In many cases, it's not going to matter. But in one case, it's going to matter. And that is what I told you, that people don't answer these things in the interview. See, now generally any kid inherit what kind of things from his parent, father or mother? Generally a kid inherits what kind of things from father or mother, right? Habits, behavior, face, or any kind of even genetical problem, etc, etc, right? Same way, now in Salesforce we are having a primary object, and from that the security settings or access related things the child object inherits. Okay, the security related things, the settings, sharing settings, etc, that anyways we will see very soon what is the meaning of security setting, sharing setting, profiles, permission sets, and all OWDs and etc. But in simple words, the security settings and all will be inherited from parent to child. But now here there is a primary master and there are two masters, that is course and faculty. Now this junction object is not able to understand from where I should inherit the things. So in this case, from the primary master guys, the security and other factors are inherited. From the secondary master, this is not done. This is a very minor impact of this primary master, secondary master inheriting the security properties or security access information. Apart from that, there is no great difference or no great advantage of being primary master or being secondary master. No great advantage. So, the object for which the first MDR is created from the JO is called as PM primary master. The object for which the second MDR is created from the JO is called as SM secondary master. Example, the first we created MDR from JO to for faculty, assume, imagine, and then we created MDR from JO for course, assume. So please note, faculty object will be primary master, course object will be secondary master. Apart from that, there was one question from Bank of America interview. Exact question I don't remember, but similar question is mentioned below. This is something about delete consideration. Almost similar question I have compiled. Faculty is primary master, course is the secondary master. Okay. Faculty course junction object is obviously junction object, no need to tell you. So record number 1 is junction object 1. Record number 1, let's say Maria, faculty and Salesforce course. This is the record number 1. You know, right? Junction object connects two records. So one record Maria of faculty and another is Salesforce. This is first record in junction object. First record in junction object. If we delete Maria record or Salesforce record, what will happen to junction object record number 1? You have 5 seconds. Tell me what will happen. Yes, time is up. Obviously, guys, obviously record will be deleted. Obviously record will be deleted. Why? Why the record will be deleted? Yes, because there is MDR. Excellent. Because there is MDR. So please note, at that time, you don't need to worry what is primary, what is secondary, what is going on. Don't worry. It is having MDR, primary deleted, child deleted, full stop. Now what is primary, what is secondary doesn't matter. Parent deleted, child deleted, simple, that's it. So answer is correct. As per the MDR rule, as per the cascading delete, the junction object record number 1 also will be deleted. Also, this is the Dell interview question about which I already told you. Mostly people don't answer this question. What is significance of primary master? Only security, setting, inheritance, it is useful. Otherwise, no great impact. No great impact. And what is the meaning of that? Security settings and all. Please note, we are going to have this as a future learning. We will see this in future. Don't worry. Next, Vodafone interview question. Can we delete any master object in M2M, many to many, primary or secondary, anything? So please note, it will not allow you directly. We need to remove the connection between them. Then only we can delete. Junction object, anytime we can delete. Junction object you want to delete, I'm talking about record. Please note here, question is about record, not object. Please make it very clear. So it will not allow you directly to delete or remove connection between them. You can only delete when you remove the connection, because there is a connection, it will stop you. So you remove the connections, remove the relationship, and then you delete. And removing connection means removing relationship or deleting that relationship field. That also you know. Remove the connection, it means simple, delete the relationship. Okay, next. Now guys, after this, next thing. And by the way, by this word, delete the relationship, in the real life, as per your knowledge, what is nowadays the best way to delete a relationship or spoil a relationship? What is the answer from your side? Yes. Providing no. If you want to disturb the relationship with someone, your friend, your colleague, your relative, then what activity will be the best solution for this? Exactly, giving him the money on lending. Have you ever seen this kind of experience, or have you do you have any experience in this in your family? Giving the money for a few days and after that see the results. Yes. So nowadays this is the best way if you want to spoil relationship with someone, give the money and after a few days when you're asking the money back, see the response from that person. So be very careful in your life if you are giving the money to someone for lending. Okay, now guys, here please note that in this case there will be the it will be a good time to start now the fourth type of relationship, the hierarchy relationship, or it's sometimes in the interview they also called as hierarchical. So keep both words in your mind and let's talk about that now. Before that, let me build your background. See, till this point whatever relationships we have seen, there are either two objects, there are either two objects or three objects, correct? But here, can we do or can we have a relationship with just one object? Now you will say that Shekhar, for example, or if I give an example, that let's say this is person one and this is person two. So you are having two people. Yeah, you can mention some relationship that this is, let's say, son and this is mother, or let's say daughter and father. Like this, you can mention when you have two people. But if I tell you that we can create the relationship with only one entity, so you'll say, Shekhar, how it's possible? There is only one person. How I can explain or mention any relationship in this case? So guys, it's possible. In Salesforce with one object also we can do it. And how? Let me tell you. Suppose there is a table, there is only one object, whatever object number A or object number B or whatever. In that object we are having, let's say, record number 1, record number 2, or record number 9. So please note, this record we can connect with another record of same object. Record number 1 we can connect with another record of the same object. This kind of relationship where object is only one, but different records are present of the same object we are connecting with each other. That is called as the relationship with only one object. One object relationship is also possible by this way, where record number 1 of same object, record number 2 of same object, we are trying to connect with each other. Yes, it is possible. Such kind of relationship is also possible in Salesforce. Single object relationship is also possible in Salesforce. So before I proceed and explain more about this fourth type of relationship, when you listen the word hierarchy, what is coming in your mind by the word hierarchy? What is coming in your mind? 5 seconds only. Yes, excellent. Those who are saying manager, team member, company hierarchy, role hierarchy, excellent. Yes, exactly the same thing we are talking here. Yes, exactly same thing. So please note the project scope for this relationship is, as in Salesforce org, we have users who log into Salesforce and do their daily work in the organization, but they are not connected with anyone. And if you want to connect them using business related hierarchy like project manager, team lead kind of structure, or CEO, vice president kind of structure, then we need to learn hierarchy relationship concept. See, if you want, we can create the users in Salesforce, but all are separate, independent, non-connected, disconnected. But do you think we can run a business like this when one person is having no connection with another person, or there is no hierarchy? Do you think we can have any kind of employee system in the office? That's not going to happen. We need to have a senior junior kind of system and structure, like project manager, developer, vice president, subordinate, or assistant or assistants to vice president, assistant vice president, like this, right? So in Salesforce also we need that. And please note, that's why this relationship is used only and only to set up the company's hierarchy. This relationship is not about business. This relationship is not about transactions. This relationship is about company's hierarchy. So this is some kind of rare type of relationship where, please note, we don't have business related connections, but employment or employee system related work we will be having, not about business. Okay, and please note that here, for example, Facebook is using Salesforce. So Facebook has many employees and they want to connect them with junior level system. So they will be using this hierarchy relationship like this. See, in this example or in this type of relationship, we need to understand that this is related to only user object, not about transaction, not about payment, not about any kind of product. It's only going to connect or going to be related with user object. Now, not for, let's say, transaction or payment or order objects. Obviously not. Order is not an employee, transaction not an employee, payment is not an employee, user is an employee. So this relationship will be only applicable for user object. User object is a standard object in Salesforce which we use to enter details of users in the company. It can be technical guys like you or me or business users. Anyone who logs into Salesforce is called as user. Listen carefully. Let me mention here in the double quotation. Anyone who logs into Salesforce org is called as user. Now that can be you, that can be your manager, that can be me or my customer. So we will do customers hierarchy and we don't do this for your and my hierarchy. Generally in the project, we do this hierarchy for customers. Now listen carefully here. Understand this information. So please note that assume there is a user table in Salesforce. There is a user table in Salesforce. Okay. So in that your record also will be present because you need to log into Salesforce. Your project manager record also will be there in the Salesforce. And now your client, like who is giving you salary, who is paying you money for Salesforce job is Facebook. So Facebook CEO also is there, Facebook vice president is also there, Salesforce, Facebook CTO is also there, right? So you will create the hierarchy of these people in Salesforce because you are doing all this work for them. It's not for you or your project manager. You guys are here to help Facebook to use Salesforce. And please note, even though your record, my record will be present in this database of user, please note the hierarchy related things you will be doing for customers. There is no point of doing this kind of hierarchy things for you and me. We can do it, but anyways, that's not something the main purpose for which we take the money or salary in the market. We do all these things for customers hierarchy. Please make it very clear. There should be no confusion about this. So user object is a standard object in Salesforce which we use to enter details of users in the company. It can be technical guys like you and me or our business users, anyone who logs into Salesforce, or we will do customer users hierarchy. We don't use this for your and my hierarchy. By using this relationship type, we can show the hierarchy in the company of customer that we already discussed. And that's why if you also get the interview question like this from Disney or Coca-Cola on which object hierarchy relationship works, then tell on the user objects. How, that we will see shortly. Don't worry about this. I will show you practically how we can use this in the user object. Don't worry about this. Also, one interesting thing I would like to tell you, other relationship, whatever we have, lookup, master detail, if you want to see the results of that, if you want to see the result of lookup, master detail kind of relationship, then in this case, to see the relationship, you have to first of all click on the tabs. You have to go to the tabs. See, to see to see the results of lookup, master detail, or the many-to-many relationship, you have to work on the tabs, etc. But this hierarchy relationship is that relationship where the output cannot be seen in the tab. because I told you that it is not about business data, it's about the employees hierarchy. So we will be doing all the setting, we will do input and we will see output, everything in the setup for this hierarchy relationship, because it's not about business, it's about internal company structure. So let me show you how. Go to setup, let me show you how we can do this design. Go to setup, and after this we need to proceed, and we need to work on this scenario, and let me show you what kind of scenario we can follow here. See here, first of all, let's work on input. Let's work on input. Okay, so here type user, and please note, not user, wait, type object manager, and go to object manager. Let's work first of all on input. Then after this, here you type user. So guys, user is one standard object in Salesforce. User is a standard object in Salesforce by default present, where all the employees and you and me are present in the user object. So let me click on user object, and let me go to fields and relationship. So you can see here that there are so many fields by default present in this user object. So many fields are by default present. Now here in this case, the requirement is that we have to create a system where I can show the, for example, team lead. I can show a team lead hierarchy. Who is team lead of Shekhar? Who is team lead of Tom? Who is team lead of Ajay? Like this, we can actually mention. So how we can practically do this? Now let me show you how we can mention this, how we can design this system, how we can set up this hierarchy. Let me show you. Pay attention. So now guys, here, first of all, I will create a field called as, here, new field I will create called as team lead. Click on new button. Then here we will be selecting hierarchy relationship. Guys, this is the only place. This is the only place in Salesforce where you will see this word hierarchy relationship field. Apart from that, in no other object you can see this field hierarchy relationship. This is the only one object. This is the only one place where you will see this hierarchy relationship. Okay, so let me click on hierarchy relationship, and now let me scroll down and click on next button. Click on next button. Then I'm going to write here a team lead field. And also guys, let me tell you, right now whatever we are creating, this is a custom field. But let me also tell you, by default also in Salesforce there is one field called as manager, and I will show you that also. By default, by default there is a hierarchy field given in Salesforce that is called as manager. I will show you that first of all. Where is that manager field? See, I will type here user, and then I will go to this user option, and let me show you the by default field present called as manager. So see, we are having some users in our system. Let me open the record of Shekhar. See, this is the record where we can see the information of the user Shekhar, which is, let's say, part of our company. So now if I want to mention that XYZ person is the manager of Shekhar or team lead of Shekhar, then how we can do it? Let me tell you. So in this case, please note, let me scroll down, let me scroll down, let me scroll down, let me scroll down, let me scroll down. And please note here, you have one by default field called as manager. This is a default field I'm getting. This is my default field. So this is an example of standard. This is an example of standard hierarchy field. This is an example of standard hierarchy relationship field. Okay. So this way, if I want to create team lead of Shaker, program manager of Shaker, or senior developer of Shaker, anything I can create like this. How to create? Now see. For that purpose, we have to go to the user object, which is nothing but the custom object. And by going to the object manager, by selecting here, sorry, the standard object, by selecting here this standard object user, by creating the fields and relationship. Please note, you guys also will be having this object by default in Salesforce. It's a standard object, so by default it is available in your Salesforce org. Then let's create a new field here to display on the user object, and that field will be obviously of type hierarchy relationship. And please note here we are going to select the field called as next, button next. Then here we are going to write team lead. Okay, that's it. Here in the child relationship name, you can give any name your wish, but don't give the space. So let's say I'm giving here the underscore, something like that. Click on next. Now guys, here for my surprise, I'm not able to understand. It did not ask me to which object you want to connect. Why? See, like lookup and master detail, it did not even ask me that you want to connect to which object. Exactly. This is an example of hierarchy relationship, and it is quite aware that we are going to connect to the same object. No need to even ask this question, as we are working on hierarchy relationship. Yes, excellent, correct answer. That's why no need to even ask. Visible, read only, all these things you know. So I'm not going to waste your time. Save, simple, and that's it. So guys, the relationship field called as team lead. See, the relationship field called as team lead is ready, by which we can present junior senior kind of combination into the system. Okay, let us do it. So this is the input. Okay, this is the input. Whatever we did right now, this is input. Now let me work on output. So how can I work on output? So now let me go to this user page and let me refresh this page. Now you can see new field will appear now here. Let me refresh this page of Shaker. Not sure those people who are asking some question, those two people are asking the class, as you are very clear and aware also that Q&As we do in Sunday session. No idea why you're typing the question in the class. Anyways, please note guys, here look at this. Now this is the team lead field that we have created. Okay, and this is our custom hierarchy relationship field, whereas this one is by default available in all the Salesforce org standard hierarchy relationship field. Apart from that, one more thing let me tell you, while you are doing assignment, you will not get something like this. I'm getting this extra option because I have made some setting changes in this org in terms of community for my Salesforce projects. You neglect this. This will not come. In your case, this will come and directly this will come. Okay. Please note this one. And now I'm going to here click on this magnifying glass. And guys, this way I can select a team lead for Shaker. Let's say I'm going to remove the manager. Let's say Tom is not manager of Shaker. Let me remove. And here I'm going to click on team lead and I'm going to select here Tom. So this way I can represent the team lead of Shaker is Tom. This is the reason, this is the main benefit of using this hierarchy relationship field. That's all. That's it. For this reason only, we work on hierarchy relationship. So first of all, create the field in the user object by going to object manager, and that field will appear here, and this way you can present senior junior kind of relationship. That's it. This is the advantage of hierarchy relationship. Okay, now guys, here please note, here I'm going to also show you one more important thing. Please note here that this is the question asked in the Facebook company when last time you worked on hierarchy relationship field on your project. And this kind of questions come because as mostly we use hierarchy relationship field very rarely. That's why this kind of questions come in the interview, because they also know people mostly are not aware about this kind of rarely used facilities. So you can say you can tell this: we have shown a user and his related product manager or team lead or delivery manager by using this relationship in our project. Please note this point. Okay, you tell in the interview, I used for this delivery manager, team lead, or product manager kind of relationship. Okay, don't just tell manager. If you just say manager, then what the interviewer will say? I use this field for showing manager of a user. Then what interviewer will say? Yes, exactly. The field is already present. The field is already present. He will say, then you are giving me wrong information. When it's already present, then why you created manager field? By default, standard field is there called as manager. So you say product manager, team lead, delivery manager, etc. Section manager, various options are there. Also, please note, now this is the interview question of Puma, and I want you guys to guess the answer of this question. If you are really paying attention in the class, then definitely you can answer this question. Let me see who are those smart students who are paying attention in the class and becoming smart, and also will be giving the answer of this question. Okay, so few students are close to this answer and some answers are wrong. So please note, yes, you're right. Here, you tell me guys, is it possible that Shekhar is team leader of Shekhar? Is it possible? Or Ajay is senior manager of Ajay? Is it possible? Is it a valid situation? Absolutely not. So now you tell me by this hint when this error will come. Now tell me. Exactly, when the same user is presented as a senior of that same user, then this error will come. Very good. And let me show you that error also. Look at this. Now here, this record belongs to Shekhar. Means this is Shekhar's record. Okay. So now I'm going to search here. I'm going to select here Shekhar. Now tell me, is it possible that Shekhar is team lead of Shekhar? Is it practically possible? No? Okay, let us see. Save. And you are absolutely correct. You are absolutely correct. It's not possible. Okay. So remember, this is also generally people don't answer in the interview. They remain silent in the interview. Next, how many hierarchical relationships we can create in user object? 25. 25. But these numbers will keep on changing. Note this also. It's not, it doesn't mean that after 6 months, after 1 year, you are looking for if someone asks you this question and same will be the value. No, Salesforce will keep on changing this kind of things. Please note this one. And now guys, after this, let me tell you that please note here, when we work on relationship concept using only one object, we are working on relationship concept, but we are using only one object, then you need to understand that there are such kind of two types we are having. Such two types we are having. Okay? Hierarchy relationship and self relationship. These are the two types we are having. Okay? So hierarchy we are done. And please note, hierarchy we use only user object, but in self, any object we can use except user. So please note, hierarchy only user object, self any object but not the user object. Otherwise, apart from that, there is no great difference between them. No great difference between them. So let's talk about now the final and fifth type of relationship, self relationship. Please proceed. Now guys, here I would like to take a small check for of your focus. I want to check your focus in the class. So please note, tell me the definition of self relationship. Even though I did not teach you and I did not tell you, then also I want definition from your side. Please start. 15 seconds. Tell me the definition of self relationship. Please start. Excellent. Time is up, and you have given a good definition. Fine. So now let me tell you something from my side. So when we connect a record of object A to another record of same object, but the object is not user, then that relationship is called as self relationship. Please note this point. When we connect record of object A to another record of same object, at that time we need to understand that it's called as self relationship. Object should not be user, it should be any object. At that time, self relationship. This definition you can give in the interview. You guys also wrote nice definition. You can also refer this definition. This is the question of Johnson and Johnson, which is a rarely answered interview question. And this question is more famous question than HR, that is hierarchy relationship question. Tell me one scenario when from previous project where you used self relationship. This question is more famous than where you use hierarchy relationship. So I will give an example to you guys from Intellogic's previous projects, so you can understand what kind of implementations we have done in the past or how our customers are using this relationship type in the project, etc., etc. Let's talk about this also. So please note this point, please understand this scenario. So guys, here I would like to tell you, first of all, one example of one of our UK client. So in the past we have worked for one very famous shopping mall project of UK. Client was from UK. Object was mall products. Only one object I'm using in this example. There were many objects were present, but here we are going to focus on only one object, mall products. The products could be mobile also, headphone also, mobile cover also, etc. And they had a plan of a process of giving gift product item scenario, where if a person is buying mobile phone, then you can use headphone as a gift product for the same. If we are, for example, using TV, then TV cover, television cover as a gift product can be the scenario. So this way we have actually solved the things. Now for example, here suppose here, let's say in the product table I'm having the products, let's say for example TV, for example TV cover, for example TV remote. Okay, and now what I'm doing, I'm creating a record, let's say record number 1, and where I'm mentioning a customers purchasing TV, and with that TV the gift product I want to give as a TV cover. So please note here, I'm going to create a record number 1. I'm connecting to record number 2. But ultimately they all belongs to which object? Ultimately TV I'm connecting to TV cover, but ultimately that belongs to which object? Mall product, simple, same object, same object. And this is an example of self relationship where multiple records of same object. Listen that word, same object, multiple records. If we are connecting with each other, then that is actually called as the self relationship. Object is same, only the records are different. Another example, please note here, make this very clear. Below example is not related to user record. Please note the example which I am going to give you is not related to user record. They are records of a custom object, staffing employee. Before we proceed, make it very clear. So, this was a staffing employee scenario. The same project about which I told you guys in the demo session, the third party staffing business USA client of Intellogy. So in this staffing business scenario, there was an object called as staffing employee details. This was object name. And in that the plan was whenever the company is providing any staff to any financial client, any kind of financial client, then please note for them, they wanted to only provide that staff which is having some reference in the company. And this example we are going to see with hands-on. So I will show you hands-on of this example. Pay attention. Only understand that in this case there was an object, and in that all the candidates detail was present in that object. Let's say Ajay, let's say Vijay, let's say Sujay. Now, they used to provide these staffs to the various IT companies, financial institutions, various companies in the market on their payroll. In this case, suppose they have to give any candidate an employee for any financial institution, then the safety plus the security is a very serious thing here. In this case, they wanted to provide only those candidates where they have some reference, means where one candidate is connected with another candidate with some reference or one connection. That was a requirement. So how we provided the solution to the customer practically, let me show you. We will do one thing. That example we will be taking on the object called as worker, and here by using the worker object I will show you how we did that example. Just wait, let me remove all these objects and let me here add one item that is called as worker. So see now how we actually provided the solution in that project to the customer. Click on worker, click on add one nav item, set, click on save. Okay, so now guys, right now we are having some workers in the office. Let's say Gary, Ajay, Nancy, whatever. But company management decided that now what we will do, actually, whatever financial clients they are having, they are only asking those people who are reliable, trustable, because it's a matter of big risk. So what we need now, we will create a field in this object, and in that field, the name of the field will be reference employee. Reference employee. So here we need to mention that from the existing employees of the company, you are having connection to which employee, or you know which employee, so that we can check also about your background from that employee, right? So for that what we have done, object is same, worker. Now let me do one thing. Let me go to the object definition page of this worker and let me create one field on the same object, and that is called as the self relationship field. Let me do it. Pay attention, very much interesting point. So here on this table I will create one field called as reference worker. So click on new and I will create the field. Now the thing is that the way we have option of lookup relationship in Salesforce, master data relationship, and in user object we have hierarchy relationship. For the self relationship there is no field. For self relationship there is no field. Then what to do? So in this case we need to use the field either from lookup relationship or master detail. But which one, that I'm not going to tell you. For a relationship which is a self relationship, I want to ask you what is the answer. We should be using lookup relationship or we should be using master detail relationship. Take 5 seconds and tell me what I should select. Only one is possible, both not possible. Only one is possible, both not possible. Yes, answer is lookup relationship. Now let me give you one more hint. For example, let's say here Shekhar is existing employee or Shekhar is existing uh, person in that record. Okay, and now here we are creating the record of the person, let's say Ajay, and where he mentioned my reference employee is Shekhar. He selected that record. Now, if I select here master data relationship, then when Shekhar's record is deleted from the database, even Ajay's record will be deleted. So tell me, is this a practical thing that one employee is removed from the company, second employee also removed? Do you want such kind of things to happen? Absolutely not. There should be a soft connection. There should be a loose connection. And that's why we don't use master detail relationship. Here we use lookup relationship. Excellent answer, correct answer. Lookup relationship we use for self relationship. Click on lookup relationship, and after that click on next button. Now guys, here I need to connect to which object that I need to select. So I will be selecting the object that is called as worker, obviously. Worker, what else? Worker only. Next, here I will give the name reference worker and next, and visible for everyone and next, and next, and save. And that's it guys, the relationship is set. And now let me show you the output. Look at this. This is an example of self relationship where on the same object worker we are giving connection to the same objects another record by lookup relationship. Object is same. And let me show you the output, how we use this scenario for our USA client. Suppose today we are going to make an entry of a new staffing and candidate in our business, and let me create a new record. Let's say for example his name is maybe, let's say for example Naresh, any random name, and whatever experience doesn't matter. And now reference worker I'm going to select here. I'm selecting here Gary. So please note Naresh is part of worker object. Gary is also part of worker object. One object, two records connecting with each other, and especially the object name is not user. This is a self relationship. This is called as self relationship. Okay, please note this one. Now please note here for here, let me tell you that to create or to work on the assignment purpose, I will be sending for hierarchy relationship scenario for doing the assignment to have another user Tom to make your manager. I will send you the steps, follow the steps, and you can arrange another user to show your managers, to show as your manager for time being, the way I shown Tom as my manager. Apart from that, now you give me an example from your industry, from your business, from your market, or from any industry where SR is used. Self relationship can be used. Tell me something from your knowledge market. Excellent. I'm getting some answers. Okay, fine. Now, guys, here, please note here. This is a question of IBM. What are the similarities between self and hierarchy relationship? Please tell me. Please tell me. 10 seconds for you. 10 seconds. Correct. As per the current status of Salesforce, we cannot connect one user record to same record using hierarchy relationship, and same in case of self. We cannot connect one record with the same record, else error will come. Else error will come. Please note this point. Okay. So while you are working, you should not be connecting this You should not be doing this kind of relationship. You should not be forming. Let's say same record I'm connecting as a reference to another record. At that time, error will come. Now I will show you one example. Pay attention. See, I am opening the record of Gary. Look at this. I am opening the record of Gary. I am modifying the record of Gary. And here I will make Gary equal to reference of Gary. Okay, see, Gary, edit record of Gary, and reference worker is Gary. Is it possible one person can give his own reference? Is it possible? In the bank, when he is asking for guarantor, you are saying I only will become my guarantor for this loan. Is it possible? Absolutely not. Now look at this, click on save, and you are getting error. And which error? Hierarchy constraint violation. This is not allowed. Same record, you cannot connect to same record. Second thing, only one object is needed in those relationships. That's also one common thing that you also know. In hierarchy or SR, object should be only one. In the same interview, they also ask one counter interview question. What is the difference between self and hierarchy? Tell me now. At least one difference. Yes. About the object. Very good. Correct. So please note, self relationship can be used on any object except user. Hierarchy relationship is only available for user object to represent employee manager types association. And next thing, self relationship is a concept but no field present related to that in Salesforce. There is no field called as self relationship. It's just a concept. In other words, there is no field in Salesforce called as self relationship. We can use lookup relationship to achieve self relationship, but hierarchy relationship is a concept. Also, it is a field as well. It's a concept also. It's a field also. But there is no field called as self relationship in Salesforce. All right, now guys, after all these things, after all this understanding, now let me here tell you one small information. I'm going to take now a mock interview for you, and every question you should be giving in 10 seconds. So please be ready for the mock interview where I'm going to actually consider you as an admin of this market, and I'm going to be a business analyst or a project manager for you. And let me start the mock interview, which will also help you to check your feasibility, your capability, your performance in the market. So let us see the mock interview. The format will be, I will tell you the requirement. I will tell you the requirement, guys, and you tell me which relationship you will use in this project. I will tell you requirement. You tell me which relationship you will use in this project. It will be quite interesting mock interview. Please note, as usual, I will not be giving any details to avoid any spoon feeding, as this is the test of your business sense. And please note, these are the efforts taken to improve your business sense, because this kind of testing will be done in your job also. Please note, in the normal life, we need common sense. In Salesforce life, we need business sense also. So this is the process to, this is the effort. This is an effort to increase your business sense. Okay. First question, case number one. Product demanded is to be connected with supplier. Object number one, product demanded. Object number two, supplier. What you will use? LR, SR, MR, M2M, or HR? Only 10 seconds per question. In fact, not even 10 seconds. I will give 5 seconds only. Yes, LR. LR is correct answer. Case number 2. In a company, staff details needs to be connected with attendance records of staff. Now there is a word staff. Please note the hint is staff. So tell me now, what is the answer of this question? The hint is staff. Okay. Now guys, please note answer is MDR. And great, those students, even though I'm intentionally wrote that word hint is staff. In fact, that's not a hint. I did this intentionally to actually confuse you. And then also, if anyone gave the answer, here MDR, excellent, you are right, good job. So this should be your confidence level, this should be your knowledge clarity. Even though interviewer is trying to confuse, you should stick with your knowledge. Answer is MDR, that's it. What is the point here in talking about staff? Am I talking about connecting one staff to another? Those people who gave a hierarchy relationship answer, am I talking about connecting one stuff to another? Then why you got confused by just one word? I said hint equal to stuff. It was intentional to confuse you. Answer is MDR. When attendance records are deleted, then when staff details are deleted, there is no point of saving attendance records. That's why it's a MDR scenario. Third, what about this? Seniors to be connected with assistants. Object name is employee, not user object. In fact, why should I write this? I will remove this. Why I should make the things simple for you? I want to make the things complicated for you. Tell me, what should I use here? Seniors to be connected with assistants. Superb. Self relationship. Self relationship. Here we are talking about connecting the people who are actually in terms of some single object format. Senior, assistants, they are all called as employees. Staff or employees means single object scenario. Now in the single object scenario, only two things are possible: hierarchy relationship or SR. But here, I'm not using the word user. I'm saying clearly object name is employee. So hierarchy relationship is out of question. Then what is remaining? Self relationship. That's it. Answer is self relationship. Okay. So this way there should be no confusion at all in any situation in your mind in the interview while you're giving interview, as you guys are going to see such kind of situations in interview. Next, loan property situation. Property loan data to connect with loan file number. Property record row house number 1 to A123 in Galaxy Society, Pune. This is the property record, and loan is taken from the Bank of India. Loan is taken from Bank of India with loan file 123. Okay, F1 to 3. Now we will use here LR or MDR. The hint is, if loan of row house did not get approved, then same file we can use for 1 BHK or villa or penthouse, any other property. Or no, if loan is rejected, then that file is useless. There is a strong dependency, strong connection between these two files that you need to decide. Strong connection or not, that you need to decide. So anyone who took the loan in the past, home loan, if your home loan got rejected, anyone in the past you saw your home loan got rejected? Yeah. So same file you could use again for another home loan? Same file? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. You have to come with a new file number, new application, new journey. Now tell me what is the answer. MDR. That's it. MDR. Because guys, if you use one file for loan application that is rejected, you have to come back with another file, another approach. Means strong connection. Means MDR. Plus, here I'm not talking about some 2-3 object scenario or 3-4 object scenario. So M2M not present. I'm not talking about connecting one employee to another user object, not there. So HR not present. I'm not talking about records of same object. Here we have two objects. One is the loan file object. Second is the property object. So there is no question of self relationship. So only remaining thing is we have lookup and master detail. Here we have strong connection. So lookup is gone. Remaining is master detail. Just within a few seconds, you guys can come to the perfect answer in any kind of interview and job situation. Not last, but last but one. Yeah, last but one. So mobile plan needs to be connected with one another free top-up mobile plan For first year, 1 year for free format. Husband takes one postpaid plan and company is offering a top-up plan for wife as well. Anyone is having this format on your mobile number or on your credit card, your wife got top-up card or top-up mobile number, right? Yeah. So use this example and tell me here what we are going to use, what we are going to do. Focus on business scenario and decide which object or how many objects you need here. Please note, mobile plan is the object name. Apart from that, I'm not going to tell you anything. Very good. Here object is only one. So forget about many to many, forget about LR, forget about MDR because object is only one, mobile plan. Now one mobile plan you are connecting to another mobile plan as a primary plan and secondary plan, top-up plan. Mobile plan is an employee. Tell me, mobile plan is an employee in your company? No. So what is remaining? SR, that's it, self-relationship. And next, the final thing. And only those people who are giving or who are paying good attention in the class can give the answer of the sixth question. Hospital bill object which we need to connect with pathology database which is working on SQL. The pathology database is on SQL. What you will do in this case? Yes, external lookup relationship. Excellent. I told you about this already. If you want to connect to external database, then we use this SQL. This pathology database is something outside, not in Salesforce. So external relationship, external lookup relationship. You can give the answer. Now, out of all these questions, 6 questions, tell me how many people gave all 6 correct answer. Honestly, tell me how many correct answers you have given. Tell me 6 or 5 or 4, whatever is the situation honestly. Okay. So anyone who is saying 5 or anyone is saying 6, please note it means you guys are doing good job. You guys are going great. But anyone who gave 5, I would like to tell you push a little bit more so that you can go for 6. The way others are saying 6 out of 6 they give correct answer. And anyone who gave the answer 4 or 3 or anything else, please note that in this case, definitely it is not something a good situation in terms of your focus. You need to improve your concentration in the class. The way others are giving 6 answers out of 6 correct answers, out of 6 questions, they're giving all correct answers. Same, I'm also expecting from your side. Just push more and focus more, revise more so that you can also reach to that level. And this way, you can also go to that good results scenario in the interview. And guys, please note now we are going to connect on the we are going to connect on now Sunday. So please note today is Friday, so no class tomorrow, no class day after tomorrow. And if you are getting any notification emails from GoToWebinar, neglect that on the weekends. Please note we are having trainer change facility also for you. If you think you are not able to understand your trainer, please feel free to contact us. I have multiple trainers. I will arrange someone for you. Don't worry. Contact our coordinators. And please note that also we are going to connect now on coming Sunday 8:10 p.m. IST. It's already mentioned Indian Standard Time. So please note for the Q&A. So collect all your questions, whatever you have in this process, and also mention whatever information, whatever doubts, whatever discussions you want to make. It's all you can ask in the Q&A session, and then according to that you can proceed. So please come with your all questions, but before coming, please watch the class video. Please watch the class video, then only come. And if you have any urgent questions, queries, you can contact our team, or you can even contact me on email. This is the number, this is the timing at which support will be available for you. And plus on Sunday we will be having mini mock interview also of 5 to 10 minutes, which also will be in the same session, of Q&A. Okay. And please note, based on the topic that we learned this week, I will be taking your mock interview. So be ready with this, because after a few weeks you guys are going into the market and we want you guys to get a good job very soon. So please note, be ready with this preparation and be ready for a mock interview. And please use your weekends, not waste them. Don't waste these golden weekends, and prepare for your upcoming interviews for your job by going through all the assignments. And please note, today you will be getting one big assignment in the notice, in the email. So start working on that assignment. So this way use your weekend for all this preparation. Okay. So let's meet on Sunday evening of India, 8:10 p.m. Sunday evening of India for questions and answer. I'm signing out. See ya. Enjoy your weekend.